Hey folks, I've been playing around with skyscapitos now for about a month, and I've decided I want to try to do this every single day during the year 2023. So I thought I would walk you through what I'm doing now versus where I began and let you know what my system is in case you want to try that out for yourself. Maybe I could save you some trial and error. I originally began by trying just to do a page of skyscapitos. I hadn't done a skyscapito before. This was October 31st, 2022, and I thought, it'd be fun to try it. So I did it, and I had kind of a false start because I put my weather information on my masking tape and I didn't use waterproof ink, and all of my weather data got completely smeared with, of course, watercolors. So that was the first lesson learned. So then I decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and put the weather data off to the side. And so I did that, where I would have like open areas from the masking process, but I didn't like how that lined up. It was off to the side and kind of clunky and really difficult to read the weather information once I had it in there. So, I also had thought, well, I don't want to waste any paper, and I wanted to try to get as much as possible onto each sheet of paper. The problem with that is, even though this is I think kind of a cool effect, like it looks like a window pane, the problem is you have 8 days and that doesn't carry over cleanly like a week, a 7-day week. So I began deciding, let's try to do a 7-day week. And that's where I got here. And I hadn't landed on a day where I would start consistently yet. So that became my next challenge is, okay, how do we lay this out so that we have a 7-day week? And what do we do with that extra panel? So I decided, let's take the last panel, so the off, the 8th of the set, and make that kind of like a title page. So I continued to do that, and I began experimenting also with moving the information around so that it could be seen easier. When you look at this in aggregate, you can see it's really hard to tell, like this is December 1st, this is December 8th. It just seems to flow better if you have the dates underneath. So in order to do that, that would mean I would be writing the dates on a section that would have tape on them, because what I do is each week I mask off a section. Sorry, I have a cold, by the way, so I'm a little stuffy. So the tape would be covering where the information would go. So now what I've been doing is I just have like a little spreadsheet I print out in advance. And on this I have the information for which week of the year it is, the date, the time, the temperature, the wind speed, the wind direction, and any kind of notes, just light notes, like if it was cloudy, foggy, high clouds, mostly clear, and if I'm in an alternate location, because to be sustainable, this has to be something I can take with me and do anywhere. So for 4 of these days, I was in a different place. And then what I do is, once I have removed the masking tape after a week has concluded, I go ahead and I write that information in. And that allows me to see that information where it's lined up a lot more cleanly. Now the final is, here's the example of before I've written that in. So here's the information, just ending today, December 31st, and I removed the masking tape. So my final step will be to get that weather information for the previous week and just write it in right here. And then I kind of just take a snapshot at a glance of like, what was the majority of the days? We had a lot of blue skies and a lot of gray skies too. So I've just been painting a little border to offset that, and then writing in Sunday, December 25th in this case, through Saturday, December 31st. And then so the week itself now, I've been doing Sunday through Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Write it in, start a new page, masked off, because I'm off on the weekends, so that works out really well for me to do all of my masking like on a Saturday. And then I rinse and repeat and start over. One thing I really love about this is it's been a really nice treat to go through and see how the skies are changing, especially if I get these at about the same time each day. So as you can see here, this was early November, lots of blue skies, and it started to shift. We started to get, the darker days, like the longer nights, shorter days, and starting to get cooler weather, grayer days, and lately, quite quite a bit of rain, this would actually go right here. So I found just a really inexpensive notebook just to throw these into so that I could look at them and flip through, because I think that's one of the nice side effects to this too, is being able to see all that information afterward. So there you have it. I'm actually going to be posting some more about this on Instagram and also on my blog, lifenoticed.com. If you want to go there, lifenoticed.com, or look me up on Instagram, I'm at Brooke with an E, Brooke Noticed. So it's Brooke Noticed. Thank you so much for watching.